season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Canes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. So Alabama's offense will get the first swing of the game. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Alabama quickly back to the line. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Extra grab. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, running back on the move. It's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. I don't possession or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Flowers. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The give to the tailback. And he's still running after the move. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Touchdown, Hurricane! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Takes the handoff. It's Young. He has the first and still on his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to throw. It's Flowers. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll run play action. Bringing the heat. Safe little shovel pass. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Back to pass on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
To the air, it's Flowers. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right.
Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Give to the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Catch in the middle, it's Hale.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Using his legs, it's Young. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
That's caught. It's Hales. Allowed and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. From the gun, the ground game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Got to be able to game tackle this guy. We see it every week. He makes people miss, and you just saw it on that last play. He's unbelievable in the open field. He can cut on a dime, and with that run, he's got this offense now set up down close to the goal line.
Trying to slam in. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Wow, look at this. You could take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Give to Brown. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Russell. Pulls it in, it's Edwards. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. He'll take another shot here. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Oh, they're after him. Gets open down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up in different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Hurricanes will punt it away on This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hale. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Motion from the back. Gonna run it. It's Young. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. Trying play action. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Here's a heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense coming up big there. And the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Sends it downfield. Brings it down on the right side. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Get it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him. That's a loss.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To throw, it's Flowers. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches that put him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plugged it.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Power football with the run. Breaks the tackle.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Adams. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Hale. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Off play action. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Young. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him, a 5-point lead here in the 4th.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
To the air, it's Flowers. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Here comes that Alabama offense. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. He's got it on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for room. It's Young. Sweet cut there. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Snap it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown tie! They tackle a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 29 over UAB. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to pass. It's Flowers. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up.
Touchdown, Bama! Fit it in the window for the score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear, and they're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting, keep showing your coaches it matters, and maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Caught over the middle. It's Carr. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Dropping back, it's Flowers. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Gardner. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You don't see bat downs all the time. A lot of times guys break on the football, the defensive backs, and they're trying to catch it and make a play. I like he knew where he was. He's in the end zone, not trying to give up points. Does a great job breaking on the football and swatting it to the ground.
Got it behind the line. It's Young. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the stomping has commenced. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
How about this? These guys are going for two. From the gun, looking for a man. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Miami, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the third time today. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.